Good morning. This is a short note-taking video, and I'm going to explain first of all how we take notes and what kinds of abbreviations we can use for notes. We'll have a quick look at an assignment that you have completed already, and also I will go through an audio and take some notes for you live so you can see the pattern. Okay, so to begin with, let's just look at some abbreviations for note-taking. So here we have it. The video begins with the letter A, the first letter of the alphabet, and goes all the way through to the end of the alphabet. So there are many words. You don't have to know them all because you cannot do that before the exam, but through your time at university it is important to get used to writing words in a short way. A little tip to do this is to drop the vowels in the word, and in this way it helps you just to make the word shorter, but you can still recognize it. It's very important that you can read your own notes at the end. So please do not use too many abbreviations at the beginning when you're only learning to do notes. But you can improve and improve as your years at university continue.
Approximately. B/C, because. B/4, before. BK, book. C, roughly.
Okay, and the video continues all the way through. So there are many important words. Some of these you may know already, like BC for because, B4 for before. Right, so let's just quickly look at an assignment that you have completed already. And as you know, you had a question also in the last quiz on note-taking, so you will have had some practice already. So please don't worry too much about it. We are looking for basic note-taking with some focus on abbreviations. So the second thing you must really pay attention to is the question that you're asked to take notes on. So in this case it's advertising. Is it telling the truth? So when you listen to the audio, you must listen for the part of the audio that will answer that question. So it doesn't mean that you have to write every single word of the audio. No, it means that you write just enough to answer that question. So the part that you select will be in short notes, but this part will also only be a part of all of the audio, not all of the audio. Okay, so this student has entered here some abbreviations that she knows, and many of you know a lot of abbreviations from Messenger and texting and social media. But another part of that exercise was to enter short form from the YouTube video, which hopefully also be useful. And when you look at some words like remember, you can see that the vowels have been dropped. And that's useful if you don't know what the short form of a word is. It can still help you. Okay, so today's assignment, or the last assignment you've done rather, was the audio on climate change in Greenland. So have a listen to this one, and again check your question. So listen to the audio where Douglas, Eric and Lenora discuss climate change. Select the relevant part of the audio to take notes. So the relevant part will be the question. And the question is the benefits and the disadvantages of the climate changing in Greenland. The climate changing means the weather has been changing now for a long time. It's getting warmer, okay, and when this happens, sea levels rise and the weather will change, and it is changing a lot in Greenland. So let's listen. You will notice at the beginning of the video they talk about just welcome each other and having a meal together. So that part obviously we're not going to focus. We want to focus on the main part of their discussion.
Page 76.
So I can move this forward.
Douglas is right, Eric. We know you're busy when you come to Canada. We're really happy to see you.
Thank you, Lenore.
Salad to go with it.
Sorry.
Winters are long.
Okay, so he begins talking in
So,
Greenland.
Eric, how is life in Greenland these days?
Oh, winters are long.
So, winters are long. We know from the way he's saying it that this is a disadvantage. So, I would enter something like okay, we don't have to write all of the sentence, which is the second tip about note taking. You are only writing the key words in that sentence.
I live on the coast, though, so I get to see the ocean every day.
Right, so that's an advantage. I just put C for C. Or C the C, if you like. You could change that to even simpler.
That's always nice.
I heard that winters in Greenland are shorter than they used to be.
Well, I think I would put this, you may not, but I would put it as a disadvantage. Or sorry, as an advantage.
Global warming, I guess.
Yes, that's true. They're calling it the greening of Greenland.
The greening? What does that mean?
Well, the average temperature in Greenland is rising.
Now, you could also add this, although it's just kind of a fact. I would say that for the people living there, it is an advantage, okay, so that the temperature is increasing. Now, if you were writing by hand, you could enter a little arrow and just put an arrow, an up arrow for increasing, but I don't know how to find that in this box.
Twice as fast as in other places.
Right, this is a bit more detailed. I wouldn't record this. I think I have enough. The temperature is increasing.
So now I have a few trees near my house.
Okay, so this is probably a positive.
Trees didn't used to exist in Greenland,
So that's good, right?
So again, you only really need to write essential words. You don't have to write full sentences or everything that they say. So you're trying to get just essential words.
Yes, in some ways. People are growing some vegetables now. Cabbage, potatoes.
All right, so this is all under advantages. Oh, he said people as well. I don't know what that one is.
And things like that. And farmers can grow more grass for their animals.
Well, Greenland.
Okay, another one. Farmers. I don't think I need to write grow again.
And usually has to buy food from other countries, right? Now you can grow your own food.
Okay, so this is another advantage. Greenland, I just put G-L-I-N-D. Can now, if you notice, I haven't put every word in an abbreviation so that I can read what I've written. I don't want it to be so short so quickly. If you're a beginner note taker, you want to have some words that you can actually follow the reading of it.
Instead.
Yeah, that's true. But the ice is melting.
Okay, so here we are. So he said but, so that's changed direction. So she's saying it's good, but that means no, not altogether. So the ice is melting is the next one. It's a disadvantage.
And as it does, it leaves behind more land. The
Okay.
land holds the heat from the sun, so as more land opens up, even more ice melt. It's a dangerous pattern.
And is the pattern the same in the ocean?
Actually, it is. The ocean holds heat too. Just like the land, but here's the problem. If all of Greenland's ice melts, sea levels will rise 24 feet.
"24 feet? We'll all be underwater."
A lot of us anyway. But, well, the other thing is, under the sea ice we have minerals. So people in Greenland think they're going to make a lot of money from these resources.
Wow. Then global warming might be good for Greenland.
I'm not sure I agree. Mining can cause...
So we know that this is going to be a disadvantage because he explains at the beginning he doesn't agree. Okay.
environmental problems.
All right. So mining, the word mining, if you caught that, so we're on to disadvantages again. M-I-N-I-N-G. I'll write it for you. Mining means digging up the minerals from the ground.
Also, the summers are longer and warmer, but we have less rain. Greenland's cities are all near the coast. People don't want sea levels to rise and flood their cities.
Douglas is right, Lenora. There are a lot of things to worry about.
Well, let's not worry about...
And that's it. Okay? So the goal is that you have notes, you take them a bit faster, it takes less energy. It helps a lot with practice where you get used dropping vowels, you get used selecting the parts that you need to select, you get used to knowing to drop a few words in the full form so that you can follow the meaning. And then you should really review that you can follow and understand your notes so that you know the advantages that he gets to see the ocean often. Winters are shorter, the temperature is increasing, there are trees, people are growing vegetables, farms have grass for animals, Greenland can grow its own food, minerals are under the ice, and the people can make a lot of money. And the disadvantages, the winters are long, the ice is melting, and now, perfect example, I don't know what this one means, so I'm just going to highlight that. Oops.